Yeah, like I said, you can't have everything. So you may have an expectation. Let's say, okay, I'll try to figure out how that would look. So let's say you have one sort of part that's career, and then you take a little bit of the career and then you give into your spiritual practice, your physical practice. And then you still expect that the career is gonna bring you the same amount of money, that it's gonna evolve in the same pace. And how can we change our expectation? You just gotta be real. You gotta be real about the amount of energy you have in every day. You gotta be real about what your capacity is, your juice, your brain juice, what can I actually do every single day that is within my limits of my energy. So if you have 10 energy, if you have 10 energies and you are used to spending 8 energies on your career and 2 energies on your physical and spiritual, and you see that that's not sustainable. You see that you need more, you need a better balance. And then you take and you pull 3 energies from the, I'm just having fun with all this. You take 3 energies from the career and you put it in the bucket with the spiritual and physical, and then you have 5 energies career and 5 energies, daily energies, in spiritual and physical. And if you still expect that your career is gonna be 8, it's just not realistic. You sort of wanted more in this bucket, so it was your choice. Expectation is always thinking. Expectation will lead to disappointment. The other side of expectation is disappointment. So it can be like, oh, I took 3 energies from the career bucket and I placed them into the self-care bucket, and suddenly the career bucket is not performing at the same level, and you have expected it miraculously to stay performing at the same level. So you have 2 choices. You have a choice of shifting your focus from the disappointment that is sort of like a surprise, but it's not a surprise. You did it deliberately. You knew that that's gonna happen. So shifting your focus from, oh my god, I'm disappointed that my expectations around my career are now different, to, oh my god, look at all this nice energy that I'm putting in the bucket for the spiritual and physical, because that's what you wanted, right? So you change your expectations by realizing that it's everything is your choice. Everything is your choice. Your expectation is sort of like hoping that Jesus is gonna come and do things for you, or that the government or somebody is gonna save you from something, and then you expect things to happen. But it's your life, isn't it? You can choose, okay, 8 energies in the bucket of career, and I'm just gonna pour that into the bucket of spiritual and physical, and suddenly I'm balanced. But then, of course, less money, more nice fluid joints and spiritual health and whatever it means for you to be in better spiritual or physical health, you know? So it's also about responsibility a lot, and like facing the choices in your life as your life and your choices, and taking like, yeah, you need to adjust your expectations. Yeah. You can't have everything, and some things are contradictory. Like you can't be relaxed and chill and sort of goal oriented and I want to conquer the world. It's just it's different. It's yin and yang. So what you are saying here is that you are very much yang. You're very much go and get and build and create and do and accumulate and career, and I don't know what career means for you specifically, you can tell me. But the spiritual and physical is more yin. It's more relaxing, fluid, feminine, receptive, laying down on the ground, just breathing, chilling, feeling your body, feeling your emotions. Career is more of like reputation and trying something, trying to accomplish something. It can also be, of course, bringing food to the table for your family and all those essential things that people go and get the career. But what you're saying is you are trying to shift more into the yin. So if you shift more into the yin, you can expect to have the same it's sort of like wanting to change your life but expecting nothing to change. So how can we change our expectation to suit our lives in more balanced way? Are those your expectations in the first place? Let me ask you that. Is your idea of career and success and what the career should look like and how much money you should be making, are all those shoulds, are they even yours? Are you maybe trying to prove something to somebody that you can make that amount of money and have that status or that promotion or stuff like that? So with those expectations of career, are they even yours? That's a good question as well. Or is it someone, is it maybe maybe from your parents, maybe your partner is pressuring you, maybe your friends, your culture? Expectations, that's a big word, you know. Maybe we carry the expectations since we were kids. You know, like this baby is gonna be the best. This baby is gonna be the next Tesla. Like, come on, I'm not even walking, and you are here pinning inventions on me because you want your baby to do everything you couldn't. And babies are not experiments. Babies are not fucking experiments. You don't get to dictate what your child's gonna be like. You don't get to mold them and bring them expectations. Your child is gonna be a fucking nightmare if you do that. Better let them do what they wanna do. Don't put expectations on your kids. You're gonna fuck them up. Anyway. I would always prioritize physical health over everything, because if I've prioritized my physical health, my career can change, but my legs are still strong, my spine is alright. If all of my career falls down, and everything I try to do in this artificial world, I can always have a good back to chop wood and carry water in a village or something, you know? So your physical health should come before everything. If your career is detrimental to your physical health, you're gonna hit 60 like most of society, 60, 70, you're gonna burn yourself out, you're gonna retire, and just, you're not gonna be able to pick up your grandkids, you're not gonna be, your soul is gonna be stuck in the cubicle because you spent your whole life um, not following your soul's calling. So yeah, ask yourself, where do those expectations come from, and what are you trying to accomplish with the career? What are you trying to? Is it money? Okay, it can be money, of course. What is the money for? Is it for your family? So then it's not the career that's the focus, it's the family that's the focus. And you are doing the career so you can provide for them, but then they are the focus. Maybe there's other ways that you can support them. Maybe there are careers where you can have your spiritual and physical, but maybe you're just too scared to make that shift. That can also be a thing. We can get stuck in beliefs that we can't have different circumstances. Like there was a saying, somebody said that to me yesterday, something along the lines of, like, you never know, you always think like, oh, you never know when you might have an sudden expense where a lot of you have to give a lot of sum of money to something, like saving for a rainy day, not investing in yourself, just saving money, hoarding money. And it's because you think like, oh, I cannot predict some situation where I'm gonna have to give money, so I have to have it. But at the same time, you can't predict a new job opportunity you never knew about. You can't predict somebody maybe calling you 10 days after you quit this job. Somebody suddenly calls you and like, Jojo, you want to come work for me? Then you're like, so you can't predict that. It's 50-50. The unknown territory in life is always 50-50, but we always focus on the 50 that's horrible, catastrophic. If you quit your job, there's a 50-50 chance. Just by you doing nothing, there's a 50-50 chance of you going broke as fuck and winding up on the streets, and you actually finding somebody asking you, coming over there and asking, hey Jojo, oh, I heard you quit your job, you have more time now, you want to do this for me or something. And that's just by you doing nothing. It's a flip of a coin what's gonna happen. But you can definitely change that to be like 80-20 in your favor. But we always think, if, like, I don't know if I quit my job, how many expenses are gonna be there. But also, you never know if you quit your job, what other job might be waiting for you. But you gotta let yourself be open to new things. So the unknown is always both possibilities. I might end up broke, yeah, but you might end up in a better job. You might. And that's the beauty of it. The universe rewards the courageous. The universe wants more, life wants more transformation, change, innovation, novelty, courage, soul, drive, purpose, love, joy, not burning out in a cubicle for 60 years. I think you'd rather have 5 years of intense, passionate life than 60 years of dreadful, slow death anyway. But that's not easy. I'm not saying, like, don't get me wrong, like all these barriers that I might talk about, like they're I wasn't born with any of that. I wasn't born with none of the things that I'm talking about. All the things I talk about are either personal experience or a lot of reading, a lot of reading. So it's not easy. I'm saying these things because I just want to keep my outlook the way it is. So some of these things that I'm saying might seem way easier than they actually are, but they're not. I've been through these things, and It's fucking scary quitting a 9 to 5 and starting Inside Timer Lives, where people sometimes donate and sometimes do my psychotherapy sessions, and those things are amazing. I'm very glad that I can help people, but the leap from I worked in an archive in a private hospital for 2 years. I worked in a health store for a year. I worked in God knows. And then I was like, from a private hospital, Western medical science, I went into becoming a one-on-one guide for human design and for holistic healing, herbal healing, energy work, you know, like soul, purpose, guidance, all these things. And the leap was the scariest thing I ever done. The scariest fucking thing I ever done. And my partner is doing the same thing right now. Slow and steady, I told her to quit the... She also worked at the same hospital and another job, and she wanted to become a photographer. And it was like a slow and steady, and now she had to endure like 1 month of anxiety. Will I get clients? What is this gonna be? And I was like, just keep going, just send applications, do your pictures, publish the pictures, send invitations, send applications, contact people through Instagram, make your website, make your portfolio, go slow and steady. And now people are calling her, and she's hooking up with people to do photography, and the leap is slowly becoming less and less, and now she has transitioned. But that leap, once you choose, I'm gonna follow my dreams, I'm not gonna stay in a cubicle until I'm 70, that leap is the scariest fucking thing ever. And it's up to you. It's up to you. I personally don't wanna be on my deathbed at one day and look back and think, I could have done this, I could have done this, I could have done that. I was thinking about starting my own business my whole life. I never summed up the courage. I always thought about what other people think of me. I was scared of approval. And once again, it's not easy. It's not easy shedding these beliefs. Don't get me wrong. All these things are very difficult to overcome, but they're worth it. They're very worth it.